Israeli forces on Sunday launched a new offensive in the West Bank, home to gunmen who recently carried out two deadly attacks, while two Palestinians were killed elsewhere in the occupied territory. As Israel buried 3 victims of its latest shooting, gunfire hit the Jenin area for a second day, wounding at least 10 Palestinians in clashes with the military, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health. The State of Israel has gone on the offensive, Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said after a cabinet meeting, vowing to settle accounts with everyone who was linked, either directly or indirectly, to the attacks. Israeli forces have detained 20 Palestinians in and around Jenin, the Palestinian group's stronghold, a military source said. The operation came after a gunman from Jenin rampaged through Tel Aviv's nightlife district on Thursday, killing 3 Israelis and wounding more than a dozen others, the latest in a series of bloody attacks in the Jewish state. The armed groups Hamas and Islamic Jihad welcomed the attack in Tel Aviv, which was condemned.
זה יום קשה. ראשית אני מבקש לשלוח מכאן תנחומים למשפחות הנרצחים, תומר מורד ואיתם מגיני, זכרם לברכה, ולאחל בשם כל העם החלמה מהירה ובריאות שלמה לפצועים. שוחחתי מוקדם יותר הבוקר עם אביו של תומר, זכרו לברכה, שסיפר לי בכאב נורא על בנו. תומר, איתם ושאר נרצחי גל הטרור הזה הם הפנים היפות של הארץ שלנו.
By Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. This is a difficult day, Bennett said, the day on which the 3 people who were murdered in the Tel Aviv terrorist attack are brought to rest. Also on Sunday, Israeli soldiers shot dead a Palestinian woman who approached them near the West Bank city of Bethlehem, and did not stop after she fired warning shots, the military said. The woman, a widowed mother of 6 children in her 40s, identified by Palestinian news agency Wafa as Ghada Ibrahim Sabadian, has died after suffering heavy blood loss, the Palestinian Health Ministry said. The Islamic Jihad movement condemned her killing as an execution in broad daylight. And in the southern city of Hebron, a Palestinian woman stabbed and injured an Israeli border guard before being killed, Israeli police said. But the center of escalating tensions on Sunday was in the Jenin area, where an Israeli military source told AFP that Palestinian fighters fired from a passing vehicle at Israeli soldiers, who responded with live fire. A total of 20 wanted persons suspected of being involved in terrorist activities have been arrested, the source said, while the Palestinian Prisoners Club announced 24 arrests in the West Bank, which Israel has occupied since 1967's Six-Day War. An Israeli military source said troops found stolen ammunition and IDF uniforms in the home of one suspect and explosive devices in another. No injured Israeli troops were reported, while the Palestinian Ministry of Health said at least 10 Palestinians were injured in clashes in and around Jenin. Tensions rise during Ramadan after violence erupted during the Muslim holy month last year, sparking a devastating 11-day conflict between Israel and Palestinian extremists in the Hamas-ruled Gaza Strip. In recent weeks, Israel has been struck by a series of attacks, some carried out by attackers linked to or inspired by the Islamic State group. A total of 14 people were killed in 4 March 22 attacks, including another shooting on March 29 in Bnei Brak, an Orthodox Jewish town near Tel Aviv, which was also carried out by Palestinian assailants from Jenin. At least 12 Palestinians, including the attackers, were killed during the same period, according to the AFP census. Following Thursday's attack in Tel Aviv, Bennett gave security agencies full freedom to end the deadly violence, warning that there are not and will not be limited for this war. The Jenin refugee camp is a stronghold of the armed faction, where 3 other Palestinians linked to the anti-Israel offensive were killed by the army last week. Meanwhile, thousands of Israelis gathered on Sunday to bury the victims of the shooting in Tel Aviv.